Hey guys, I'm so happy to see you. It has been a week here at the Harris house. I am Bren Harris, and I founded Warrior Moms by Bren when my son was medically injured at 22 months of age. We have walked through hell. Now we walk through it like we own the place, and we bring others with us. You can too, because your story matters. Now, I'll be the first to admit I did not plan this evening the way I had hoped. I am a solo parent. The dogs are going crazy. The children are going crazy. And I have 3 Zooms in a row, including this one. And, this is just life. We make it work one step at a time, the next right thing. We have 29 days until 2025. Hey guys, good to see you. Let us know in the chat where you're chiming in from. If you threw a dart right at the middle of the United States, that's exactly where we are. And it is freezing. I am so glad we brought all the plants in because it is in the 20s and it kind of caught me by surprise. I'll take that over 110 in the shade any day. I don't know about you guys, but wow. 29 days, 29 days left in this year. How are those New Year's resolutions, New Year's objectives? How's all that going? Because I feel like today I'm running from one thing to the other, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just not going to get sucked in. This weekend, I enjoyed the holiday, very calm, very low key. We have recently had a death in the family, so we did not do a big production, and we just made it family time. Hey guys, good to see you. Georgia in the house, right? Where did the last year go? Oh yes, Strong Island in the house. I love it. Good to see you guys. And Harlem, New York in the house. I am so glad you're here. I don't have all the answers, but I do know that together we're stronger. And why do I say that? Because we can't do that. If we could do life on our own and we were all sufficient, self-sufficient, we wouldn't need community. And a mentor of mine always says community overpowers willpower every single day of the week. And that's the truth because we don't have to do this alone. Now, tonight we're talking about resist distraction and we're going to focus on freedom. We're going to embrace freedom. Now, I know that sounds a little bit out there, but what I'm talking about more in line with who we are and who we're called to help. Now, if we do not share our unique gift or our unique story with those who need help, why are we even here? I love that saying that, the people who have survived Jacksonville, Florida in the house. Good to see you guys. And the people who survive the fire and then bring water back to those still in it, that's who we are. Now, I am not the warrior mom that will listen to complaints all day long. I just am. I'm just not. I used to be that person. I'm not anymore. I have found a way to embrace freedom even in the face of hardship. And if you want freedom too, keep listening. Hey guys, good to see you. If you're on the live, put an L. If you're on the replay, put an R. We use American Sign Language. I love what Jim Quick says. Memory expert extraordinaire. When the body moves, the mind grooves. And that's how we learn new things and we create those new neural pathways. Now today we we did 2 hours one-on-one with my son's charter school teacher at a brand new coffee shop. I did not know this coffee shop was right in the middle of all these 5G towers. And I am amazed at how amazing the coffee shop was, how terrible the exposure to the 5G radiation was for all of us. I'm like, wow, I just don't feel great. And so we came home, we did some frequency work, we did some detox, we got our protein and all of our vitamins in, and we don't realize what we're exposed to every day. Now, I did Black Friday shopping, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday. I have this list that I keep all year long, and I watch until those prices come down because I want to have funds to help my son get the therapies he needs. Our insurance doesn't cover much. And we know that a lot of people are in the same boat. And if you do get government assistance, no matter your income, you're stuck with whoever they assign to you. And that's not always the best. It's kind of like, you land in jail and you get the public defender this is their brand new case. Yeah. We don't want that. We want Oh, hey guys, good to see you. Florida in the house. I am so glad you guys are here. Now, if you are listening to the podcast at a later date on the audio, know that you can go to YouTube and look up the ASL words, American Sign Language. You can just plug in ASL sign 4. Now, our first sign tonight is going to be a little bit later in the program. I have a couple of stats to share with you guys. Now, why are distractions such a challenge? Like I said, I do strategically shop on these incentive days, Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday. And I have a list that I keep all year of specific items that I want to watch during that season. Now, the trap that we need to avoid is the distraction, because we end up zombie scrolling. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm like, okay, I'll get up in just a minute. And I just keep scrolling and I get distracted. And the reason distractions are the assassination of our dreams and our purpose. Now, I have a couple of photos for you guys. So hang on. This is a camera-rich, note-rich environment, and I would love to share with you. We're saying to resist distractions. Now, why is that important? Because it interferes or slows or delays our destiny and our purpose. Now, most of us drive a car. Now, if you live in a large metropolitan area with great public transportation, I get that you're probably not driving. Now, I have had people, a few removed in groups that I've been in, that have actually died from distracted driving. So I'm just going to use that as an example. That's not the main point of the conversation, but let's talk about, zombie scrolling or over shopping or making Thanksgiving last more than one day, and we're still eating like it's Thanksgiving 5 days later. That's not healthy. So here's a few stats. And if you are squeamish, please put on your big girl panties. Here we go. 8% of all fatal crashes are from distracted driving. Now, that can be a host of things, but primarily cell phones. 13% of all police reported accidents are from distracted driving. Last one, 14% of injury crashes are from distracted driving. Distractions seem like a small thing, but it compounds. Just like habit stacking in a positive way, distractions pull us away from our purpose. Hear me, warriors. Distractions pull us away from our purpose, and we are here to take water back to those still in the fire of life. Now, do I always get this right? No. I have very low tolerance for people who just want to whine and drive the struggle bus. I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm saying I used to be you, and I will not let you stay there. Now, hear me. I say this with love. I will not let you stay there driving the struggle bus, because life is too important and your purpose is too important. Now, if you're getting value, let us know in the chat. Value, if you can relate, put relate. And we know that not everybody gets this. And many are called, few are chosen, and few choose to walk the path that is before them, to rise up, elevate, lift up, rise higher, boost, and to execute, to start and finish what we're called to do here. Now, one last word on distraction, and this is from Proverbs 4:25. Keep your eyes straight ahead. Ignore all sideshow distractions. OMG. Sideshow distractions. That's exactly what social is. We love you guys, but it needs to be a vehicle to spread our message and our purpose, to champion our calling and walk in purpose, not to fuel that false dopamine and get sucked into zombie scrolling for weeks. Now, when I was shopping intentionally and strategically these last few days for the holidays and for my family, I saw an ad that showed that there was a ring. You don't even have to touch your screen anymore. You can just scroll on the ring that's connected Bluetooth to your device, and it scrolls for you. Oh my gosh, don't do that. because it's too easy. And that it just lulls us into a false sense of accomplishment because we're scrolling so much. Okay, I'll get off that bandwagon. And I am so glad you guys are here. And if you're just joining us, know that we're talking about resisting distractions and embracing freedom and focus. Now, we've shared a couple of stats, and here's our ASL for tonight. Take the letter B on both hands and just bring it forward, straight from your temples or cheekbones. Focus, focus, focus. We all know what that means. We're going to focus on the good. We're going to focus on our goals. We're going to focus on winning each day. The 8-8-8 strategy. We have the first 8 hours of the day, the second 8 hours, and the third 8 hours. And we are getting more done in each of those 3 8-hour segments than we normally would in a 24-hour period. Now, I know, I'm throwing a lot at you. It's like drinking from a fire hose. I will repost the replay. And please let us know if you are, yes, I am guilty of zombie scrolling too. And it's so easy and it is so detrimental, because what that does is it numbs us to the urgency of sharing our purpose and championing our calling with those who are still in the fire of life. Okay, next word is freedom. So you're going to take the ASL letter F, just like this, and you're going to cross freedom. It's like a dance move, freedom. So we've got focus and freedom. Now, I don't know about you guys, but freedom here in the States shows that, it talks a lot about, Independence Day and the 4th of July and all of this. Freedom is merely the absence of coercion, feeling like we're going to stop shooting on ourselves. We're going to have freedom to make the right choice and to share our message. And here at Warrior Moms, we are a voice for the voiceless, and we believe that every parent has a vaccine choice for their child. I know, lightning's going to strike me. It's okay, because I will do whatever I can to spare other families what we have experienced. Now, my son is now 16. We've been on this journey for over 10 years. And there are days that I just didn't know if I was going to make it through. And that's why I'm so passionate about saying, hear me, warriors, we're not here to drive the struggle bus. We're here to find a way out of the fire and go back with water to help those still there. Now, is this life easy? Oh, hell no. Is this road simple? No way. Is it rewarding? Absolutely. I would not change this journey because this depressed, complaining lump of coal now gets the opportunity to become a flawless diamond from the pressure. And we turn that into a positive instead of a negative. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I do love my bling. And I love to know that together we can make a difference easier. Now, our 2 words tonight in ASL, do 2 B's, and you're going to go straight forward. Focus. And then we're going to have freedom. Now, we're focusing on freedom rather than distractions, because distractions derail our purpose. Now, when we are focused, we are following only the course of action that leads us. We need to find our top 3 for 2024: faith, purpose, health. Faith, purpose, health. Everything else that doesn't align under those top 3 pillars in my life, I'm sorry, I'm not going to hang out with you and complain and do mom rants. That's just not who I am anymore. That's who I used to be. And that's why I feel the urgency to say, hey, come on over to the other side. It's really good over here. And I don't always get this right. We have oh, hey guys, good to see you. Indiana in the house. We are here to say that we don't have to have all the answers, and life doesn't have to be perfect to be amazing. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be amazing. Now, I will let you know. Oh, yeah, I know. And I love that since we have been through a transition here in the States, there's a little bit more freedom to talk about this and share this with you on our platforms. And I am so thankful for that. And if you are on the fence about vaccinating your child, ask questions. Ask questions from people who don't benefit financially from the answer. Now, I have a whole host of resources. Please reach out to me at Win with Bren on Instagram, Bren Harris, the Warrior Mom on Facebook and LinkedIn. And I'm also on YouTube at Win with Bren. And I know that we can make a difference. Now, there's a lot of fear around this issue, and I want to encourage you that there are ways to detox from vaccines that are very simple and very natural and very gentle. And there are ways to build new neural pathways when the neurological pathways are damaged. I am in a group that is all people, adults, damaged by the C-19 vaccine, and it is tragic. It breaks my heart. I would not wish this on my worst enemy. Now, let's go back and recap. We're resisting distraction because distraction derails us from our purpose. Now, why is that? It doesn't happen all at once. Think about your favorite Netflix series. You don't say, I'm going to waste 20 hours of my life watching this all at once. No. They call it an episode of 48 minutes or 45 minutes. And then they leave it with a cliffhanger. So we have to binge watch the next one. And then that has another cliffhanger and we binge watch the next one. And before we realize, a lot like zombie scrolling, boom, we've wasted 5 hours and we haven't moved. Now, I want to tell you, I do this too. I don't always get it right, but I do know that when we bring these issues to the forefront, that we are able to step up and realize, yes, I agree in the comments. Yes, that's diabolical because we don't really realize it, especially now that it's cold and it's dark at like 5 o'clock in the evening. I mean, this is the perfect time. Let's just binge watch a show. No, we got to get up. We got to move because when the body moves, the mind grooves. Now, a few words that we have used in this season of the holidays is gratitude. Now, first, we're going to back up and be thankful. So we're going to do thank you. And then I call it the double thank you at the corners of your mouth. Gratitude. We receive with gratitude, and gratitude turns what we have into more than enough, and it turns a meal into a feast, a house into a home. When we focus on the things, I mean, I look at my life now, and when I am so frustrated and so exhausted and so burned out from being a special needs mom and an entrepreneur, I realize this is what I prayed for 10 years ago, 15 years ago. And it flips that switch to gratitude. It turns what I have into more than enough. Am I where I want to be? Absolutely not. We're always striving for the next right step. And I am a firm believer that I'm so glad you guys are getting value because I know that each of you has a story inside you. And one of my favorite Maya Angelou quotes is, the agony is to die with your story untold and inside you. And that is so true because we get busy with life and life is simply lifing. And that happens. It happens. We have families. We have responsibilities. We're caretakers. We're battling a chronic illness. We're taking care of special needs children. We're working on our health. And then we don't get enough sleep and we get derailed. And I get it. I totally get it. And what's so important is that I'm living proof that community overpowers simple willpower. When we are focused on freedom, I know, feels like a dance move. You're right. Focused on freedom from the weight of other people's opinion, freedom from shooting on ourselves, freedom from saying, what do I really want out of the holidays? What do I really want out of my life? I find that when I have faith, then I have purpose, then I have health. Those are the 3 pillars that form that strong, unbreakable, unstoppable foundation. And if any of those is off balance or out of balance, then that's when I default to distraction and zombie scrolling and one more episode. And I realize I've forfeited 5 hours of my life. And it's okay to take a break. It's okay to pivot. It's okay to take a break and it's okay to pivot. Just don't stop there. And feelings are not facts. They're simply feelings. And we can sit there. The holidays bring up a lot of feelings. And that's why I'm saying resist distraction, embrace freedom, because we're focusing on that freedom. And I thank you guys for your time. I know it's very valuable. And I know that you are here for such a time as this. Remember, be authentic, legendary, and unapologetically you. Warriors, unite.